In Victorian London, there is only one man the police turn to help solve the most impossible crimes. One man whose powers of deductive reasoning can untie the Gordian knot of crime. One man to whom the dark mysteries of the human mind are merely elementary.
For the last time, will you piss off away from my doorstep?
And when that man is busy or can't be bothered to help, the police turn to the only man in London willing to take the cases Sherlock Holmes can't be bothered with. Inspector Murder! Unbound Productions presents Inspector Murder Inspect by Dario Knight, Gareth Johnson and Matthew Doherty. Episode 1, A Missing Person.
Who was that?
Another bloody announcer looking for voiceover work.
Are you sure he didn't have a case for us?
Oh, I didn't think to ask.
Well, quick, get after him. We haven't had a job for months, not since the mystery of the falling piano.
I was skirting around the solution to that one for weeks. Then it hit me.
Go after him. We need the rent.
All right. Oi, you!
Who, me? No, wait, sorry. Who, me?
Give me strength. Yes, you. Have you got a case for me?
A case? You mean a thrilling adventure featuring a fiendish plot and mystery of unfathomable complexity which only the superhuman mind of Inspector Murder could even begin to comprehend?
Yes.
No.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Are you Inspector Murder?
He is the very same. The man who has faced all of the most despicable...
Oi! Take your fancy voice and your tin of black paint and never darken my doorstep again.
Very well, but we shall meet again soon. You've not heard the last of me.
Come in.
Oh, thank you.
What is your name, dear lady?
Maud Lapointe.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Lapointe. I am Inspector Murder. Welcome to my consulting office. May I introduce my trusted companion, Laura Norder?
Pleased to meet you. Do take a seat.
We'll keep a welcome in the valleys.
Yes, and this is our housekeeper, Constance Urveillance.
So, my little lamb, welcome to the agency.
Oh, thank you.
Sergeant Ship the Brains over there can't help you, but he'll try to look as though he knows how.
Yes, thank you, Constance. Don't you have knick-knacks to polish?
Not anymore, boyo. I flogged them for drinking money, didn't I, see? If you need me, I'll be in the Red Lion.
Aren't you supposed to clean my desk before you leave?
There you are. All clear. Ta-da, you lot.
Mrs. Lapointe, if you could tell us the details of your case and we can begin our investigation.
I don't really know how to start.
Oh, just begin at the beginning.
Well, as I recall, it all started with this enormous bang.
Good God! An explosion?
And then there was gas everywhere.
Some sort of a chemical attack. Take that down, Laura.
Take what down?
That blasted clock. It's ruining my concentration.
Oh, of course, Inspector.
What happened next, Mrs. Lapointe?
Well, as I say, there was an explosion and a lot of gas. Then the gases started combining, eventually forming rudimentary stars.
Stars? Oh, good grief. This is incredible.
After billions of years, the first coalescence of solid matter started to form.
Mrs. Lapointe, I think you're missing the point. Start at the beginning of your case.
Oh, I see. I suppose that does make better sense.
Indeed, Mrs. Lapointe. Pray begin.
As you wish. Our Father, who art in heaven...
Begin your story, you mad old bint! I am so sorry, Mrs. Lapointe. Please tell us about your case.
It's my Arthur. He's gone missing.
Right, and when did you last see him?
Not long before he went missing.
God help us.
Our Father, what?
What was the location of your last encounter?
Oh, in the yard of our farm. We live on a little small holding just north of Hackney. It was 3 days ago. No one's seen him since.
I see.
You do? Where is he?
No, I mean, I see you're wandering.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got dressed in a hurry this morning.
He means your problem.
Oh,
Mrs. LaPointe, I'm happy to take your case. Laura and I will visit you tomorrow to examine your small holding.
Your farm!
So that we can search for evidence. Laura here will discuss our fees. I must go to Luke the Clues.
I thought you said you'd do that tomorrow.
No, not look for clues. Luke the Clues, my trusted bondsman and genius inventor who shall equip me with some ingenious gadget to solve this perplexing mystery. Good day, Mrs. LaPointe.
Just a little bit more ammonia.
God, Luke, what are you doing, man?
I'm trying to clean the lavatory, sir.
With explosives?
Well, you can't see the stains anymore, can you?
I suppose not. Not much of the lavatory left either.
What brings you to my laboratory, Inspector?
What, Luke? I have a case.
A case of what?
A perplexing conundrum.
Ah, you can get an ointment for that now, sir.
Yeah. Look, a man has gone missing and his grieving wife needs my assistance.
I will fetch your seductive carpet slippers, sir.
Have you any new contraption which you might aid me in locating my missing gentleman?
Oh dear. Oh dear. We're having problems there again, aren't we?
No. Well, but now's not the time. A man has gone missing, and his wife needs me to find him. Do you have any ingenious gadgets to assist me?
As it happens, I finished my latest invention only this morning. Come this way.
Say, the clues. What's that cabinet over there?
That was dropped off to me by an antique dealer friend of mine called...
Let me guess. Mrs. Antique?
No, Inspector. That would be ridiculous.
Yes, of course.
He's a German chap called Heirloom.
What's so special about this cabinet?
This, sir, is a rare Chinese piece dating from the last Ming dynasty. It's been sealed for centuries, with no record of what's held within. None have dared to open it for fear of a deadly curse befalling them.
Shall we open it?
Yeah, go on. To think we'll be the first men in centuries to lay eyes on the wonders inside.
Constance!
What are you doing in there?
I was doing the dusting, you plum.
You mean there's no treasure in there?
No, not a single doubloon. Right, well, I'm about finished here, so I'll be off. Whoops.
Yes. Well, all right, Vicluse. What's this awe-inspiring invention of yours, then?
It's under this cloth, sir. I don't mind saying, Inspector, that this could be one of the most significant scientific breakthroughs of the last 50 years. Behold. The world's first steam-powered chicken.
A steam-powered chicken.
A thing of beauty.
And how the dithering hell is a steam-powered chicken supposed to help me find a missing person?
Well, it's obvious. You leave a thing of wonder like this in an open area and people will come from miles around to see it, including your missing man.
What? That's not a plan!
Oh, I'm sorry. Here I am thinking I might have single-handedly advanced the course of science just this morning, but apparently it's no use to your piddling little case. I might as well not have bothered.
It's a steam-powered chicken.
Don't listen to him, Archie.
Look, I'm sorry, Luke. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't see what value it has.
It's one of a kind.
Yes,
Doesn't make any mess.
and...
It can boil its own eggs.
Oh, fair enough. Well, Laura, we made it to Mrs. Lapointe's farm.
Either that or London Zoo's on its arse.
Yes. Right, now, at last, a proper case to test the little grey cells. The game's afoot, Laura. Oh, smell it on the air.
Inspector, you made it at last.
Indeed, Mrs. Lapointe. I trust we're not too early.
No, not at all, Inspector. The cock always has me up in the early hours.
Word! So much for Victorian values.
You're telling me that, filthy.
Thank you, Constance. I really don't understand why we had to bring her along, sir.
Well, it's cheaper than arranging another company outing and less embarrassing. You remember the last one?
Those poor ducks. So many feathers just drifting on the wind.
What are we whispering about?
Nothing. Mrs. Lapointe, perhaps you could point us in the direction of Arthur's last known whereabouts.
He was in the yard, the other side of that barn.
Excellent. Constance and I shall begin our investigation there. Laura, you have a look round inside the barn and see if there's anything of note there. And take Archibald with you.
Yes, sir. Come along, Archie.
Mrs. Lapointe, so long as it pleases, we'll keep ourselves to ourselves until the preliminary investigation has been completed and the findings collated.
It means piss off, dear. Well, you know best, Inspector. I'll be in the farmhouse should you need me, defeathering the farm cockle. Poor thing killed over dead this morning.
Yes, as you were, Mrs. Lapointe.
Have fun plucking your
Yes! Thank you, you filthy-minded old bat!
Come on, Archie. Let's take a look around. Shh. We don't know what happened to Arthur. He might have been attacked, and if he was, either he or his attacker might still be nearby. The last thing we want to do is scare either of them.
Oh!
Who are you?
That's none of your business. What are you doing in here?
I might ask you the same question.
Go on then.
What are you doing in here?
That's none of your business.
If I were some creepy old man holding a rusty pitchfork sneaking around a barn close to where someone disappeared, I'd want to explain myself.
Are you a creepy old man holding a rusty pitchfork sneaking around a barn close to where someone disappeared?
No.
None of your business then. Could you pass me that rusty scythe
Sure, here you go.
and that rusty saw
No problem.
and those rusty shears?
Oh, I can't see any. Oh, wait. Here they are.
Thank you.
Do you, want the razor sharp meat hook as well?
No, that's not rusty enough.
Well, none of this is any of my business, so we'll just be going.
Wait!
Yes?
Are you friends of Maud's?
Well, not friends, no. She called for us. We're here to look for a missing person. You're not Arthur, are you?
Arthur? Ha ha! No, of course not. The very idea.
Well, we'll be on our way then.
Don't tell Maud just saw me.
Okay.
And keep that thing quiet as well.
No problem. Bye. Come on, Archie. Let's get out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Don't you call me a chicken, you... Come on.
Fascinating, fascinating.
It's cow dung.
Ah, but what can we deduce from it?
And one of the cows is a pound lighter than it was a short while ago.
You look, but you do not observe, Constance.
Bullshit!
No, really, you must look more closely.
I am! That's bullshit!
This isn't fresh. It's been here some time.
And?
And it's been stepped in.
Oh, well, yeah, sorry about that.
No, not by you. You trod in the horse dung.
Ew.
Yeah, this was a boot size 10, I'd say, and look, it's been trodden across the yard towards that gate. The latch has been damaged. Judging by the splintering of the wood, I'd wager it was forced.
You don't say.
Yeah, coupled with the boot prints and the way the earth over nearby has been disturbed, there's evidence of a struggle here, Constance.
Oh, you're not doing that badly.
An abduction, damn you! I believe Arthur was taken.
Hello again, Inspector.
Oh, Mrs. Lapointe, a timely arrival. My investigation is progressing, but I have a few questions for you.
Oh, of course.
Tell me, did Arthur have any enemies?
Enemies?
Yeah, anyone who might have wished to harm upon him?
Well, he could be bullish. That was in his nature. I suppose he didn't always get on with others. He never turned to violence, though. But they can sense it, can't they?
A sense of what?
When they're off to slaughter.
Hey?
You mean when Arthur took the animals to slaughter?
No, Inspector. I mean when Arthur was slaughtered.
I don't believe it.
No, it can't be, Mrs. Lapointe. Please tell me I'm missing the point. Did you kill Arthur?
What?
Your husband? Did you savagely slaughter him? Did you carve him limb from limb and bury him out there on the God-forsaken moors?
Arthur's not my husband.
Oh, my goodness, you don't mean he's your son? How could you?
Arthur's my prize bull.
I beg your pardon?
Arthur's a bull. He went missing a few days ago. He was here in the yard, but when I checked on the herd in the cattle shed, he was gone.
So, yeah, we're searching for a missing bull.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So all this time we've not been looking for a missing man. We've been looking for a missing bull.
Yes. Shut up, Constance. Yes, Laura. Another damp squib of a case. And here I was thinking this one would make our fortunes. You said it, Archie.
So, are we staying to solve the case, or are we going to make a move?
I'm warning you, old woman.
It's happened again.
What's happened?
Another bull. My lovely Gerald. He's missing. First Arthur and now Gerald.
Oh, now, don't cry, my love. It's just a pair of mangy old bullocks. Come on, you mad cow, let's go find some brandy.
But I don't drink.
No, but I need it to drown out your yammering. Come on.
Another bull gone?
I think I know who did it.
What? Well, who? And when? Well, where, how, and why?
Well, when Archie and I were in the barn, we met this creepy old man collecting up a load of tools. He seemed very keen to make sure nobody knew he was there. I'll bet you anything he's behind this.
A cattle rustler. Ah, so there is a case after all. Did you see where he went after you spoke to him?
No, Archie and I scarpered.
Never mind. Right, Then I have a plan, Laura. Find another bull and leave it tied up in the yard. We'll hide inside the barn and wait for the rustler to make a move. Come on, we've a criminal to unmask. I do so love the countryside at night, Laura. A gentle wind blowing through the long grass. The crickets chirruping in the hedgerows. The elephants.
Do you think we could turn the gramophone off now, sir?
Yes, of course. So, how's the cow doing?
Mind your own business, you snotty English tool!
Yeah, I meant the cow in the yard, but yes.
It's still there.
To think it's come to this. All those years of training, serving my time in Scotland Yard, setting myself up in business, and here I am, stuck in a barn with a Welsh woman waiting for some yokel to steal a cow. This wouldn't happen to Sherlock Holmes.
Did you know him, sir, from the time you were on the force?
Oh, yes. Yeah, many's the time I was sent to Baker Street to summon the great detective. He'd be there, twanging his fiddle and sucking his pipe, often at the same time. Such are the talents of the man. And when I left the force, I thought, I could be that. I could solve crimes and go on adventures with a trusty retainer by my side. I could help people. Look where I ended up. How far I fell. Was it too much to dream? Was I too much of a fool to make it work? What did I do wrong?
Well, you're thick as pig shit for a start.
Sir, there's someone outside. He's headed this way.
Oh, right. Constance, pass me my trusty service revolver.
I can't.
Okay, I know it's frightening, Constance, but work through the fear. Pass me the gun.
I can't.
Why?
I flogged it.
What?
Pear drop, anyone?
Damn it, Constance, you awful old witch!
He's at the door.
Inspector?
Luke?
What are you doing here?
I came to warn you, sir. Someone's interfered with my equipment.
I knew we shouldn't have left him in that there London. They're on every street corner down there.
What happened, Luke?
It's Archie. I was checking the readings from some of the parts I had left over, and they've been tampered with. The steam generator's rigged to overload.
Archie!
He's escaping!
After him! Which way did he go?
I can't see, it's too dark.
I think he went,
Hey, where you going?
who are you?
Inspector, it's the creepy old man from the barn.
Oh, the cattle rustler. Aha! Caught red-handed.
Cattle rustler? Poppycock.
What's going on? Inspector, did you... Herbert?
Maud? What's going on here?
You know each other.
He's my husband.
Oh, unlucky love. Did you find him under the ugly tree?
But he was in the barn this morning. He was acting suspiciously.
Well, speak for yourself. I mean, I wasn't up to nothing.
Herbert, what's going on?
Oh, I wanted to keep it a secret. That's why I told the girl and the ugly baby to keep quiet.
That was a chicken.
None of my business what you get up to, my love. Anyhow, Maud, happy birthday.
Oh, Herbert, you've got me a new set of tools.
And I gathered up all the old rusty ones and threw them out. These'll do you right.
Oh, bless you, soppy old git.
But what about the cattle rustler?
Rustler?
It's Arthur and Gerald. They've gone missing.
Oh, there'll be that gate to the yard, you silly moo. I keep telling you to get the latch replaced. The cows charged it and they get out.
I saw a couple of cows in the next field as I arrived. I could be wrong, but they struck me as being Arthur and Gerald types.
I'll see old Farmer Jenkins in the morning, see if he's got them.
Oh, I guess that's case closed then.
But what happened to that clucking contraption?
Archie! Oh, did anyone see where he went?
That ugly baby of yours, I caught it crawling into the chicken coop.
Oh no! The steam generator!
Our chickens! Poor Archie!
Mrs. Lapointe, I suppose now would be a bad time to discuss my fee? Well, it's good to be back in London after all that excitement out in the country.
Just once, I'd like to go on an outing that didn't end with hundreds of birds being slaughtered.
Well, you can't blame this one on me, lovey. It was that gas-powered cock of his.
Steam-powered chicken.
Oh, yes, the clucking saboteur.
Mind your language!
Yes. Luke,
Yes, sir.
fetch the shipping invoices for the tampered-with machinery.
Righto, sir.
Constance,
What?
get out.
Up yours.
Well, what's next then, sir?
Oh, wait for another case to come in, I suppose. Somewhere out there in the city, there must be someone who needs us.
Here they are, sir.
Ah, let's have a look. BB Plumbing Services. What does BB stand for?
Bunny boiler.
Right. Okay, copper tubing regulator. Oh, here it is. A steam generator modified.
Signed with the initials TSOJ. Who's TSOJ?
The Sultan of Johor. That bastard's always had it in for me.
No, not him.
But then who?
Someone far worse, far more dangerous. A shadow that's been hanging over my entire career.
You don't mean...
The Napoleon of crime.
No, he was never that good at it. More like a Guy Fawkes of crime. But a dangerous man nonetheless. TSOJ. It's my nemesis. His name's of Justice. Travo Steve of Justice.
Will Inspector Murder finally confront his nemesis? Will Luke for Clues be able to rebuild Archie from the smouldering remains he rescued from the chicken coop? Will Laura finally have had enough of dealing with the nonsense? Find out when we...
I've warned you! Get lost, bloody announcers!
Inspector Murder Inspects a Missing Person was written by Dario Knight, Gareth Johnson and Matthew Doherty. It starred Alistair Sanderson as the Inspector, Emily Pugh as Laura Norder, Matthew Doherty as Luke for Clues, Joe Pratt as Constance Urveillance, Hannah Rogers and Mrs. Lapointe, and Chris Barnett as Herbert and the announcer. The producer was Dario Knight for Unbound Productions.